They never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70.
That one is a member of APC, by the way. But, of course, he's probably not in Tinubu's camp. Baba, I know that I am not this great orator. Like somebody who can sit here, slowly explain things in such clear, blah, 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 blah. But if you pay attention to everything I have shared with you many times, from my own researches based on what these guys are doing, like they make this announcement and you go on and check this, like, this is not making any sense. There's no correlation. Definitely, this is a lie. But how can the government be pushing this lie if they have a good intention that they actually want this thing to happen? But what they are pushing here is a lie. And you come out and say, guys, did you notice this? Did you notice that? And then people will begin to say, but why are you always seeing the negative things? Please let us give them benefit of the doubt. I was like, no, you don't give people whose primary intention is to steal from you. You don't give them benefit of the doubt and hope that maybe this time it's not about them stealing. It's just wrong perception. Maybe they have good intention now. No. There is no country where they are operating 2 budgets at a time in any part of the world. There is no country like that. You don't understand what budgetary appropriation and the rest of that. You don't understand what it means. People are going to sit together, juggle numbers in a way that they will make projections, and these projections will be like a plus or minus. And imagine the plus or minus margins, right, must not be so significant. If any of them actually fails by any means, right, it must not be so significant because this could be a matter of life and death for millions of people. Because we are talking about government now. I'm not talking about a village, a community, or a family. Government, what they call government and government policies affect lives. So, but when you're running it like this, like a Jankara thing, hiding the details of the real budget, the execution, and all of that, and then you are cooking the number, you are cooking the book to look good, so that you can take headlines and say, "Oh, inflation has fallen 15%." But in reality, nothing really matches it. The budget performance is abysmal, like trash. But yet, they continue to praise themselves and praise the government they are part of. That so they are doing their best, everything is fine. But they are not getting results. So they continue to gaslight the people. Why can't you see the effort? Why can't you see what they are doing? I'll show you this stuff on the screen. Nigeria is operating God knows how many budgets right now. In 2023, when Tinubu came in, there was a 2023 budget in effect. So when Tinubu came in, he didn't want that budget. It's not enough money. So he quickly put in over 3 trillion naira supplementary budget. Guess what was the supplementary budget for? To buy themselves new cars, renovate their houses, because that was not included in Bokwari's budget. Over 3 trillion naira. Then they added the street light here, street light there, all the jargons and nonsense to make it look like they are doing something for you too that you never see. So they delivered all the cars they wanted in 2023 for them. So they bought all the cars, the renovation of their houses and everything. They got everything paid fully. In 2024, they wanted new cars. The 2023 budget, 2023 supplementary budget, close everything by the end of 2023. If Tinubu, write your own budget now. Now that you are the one, you can farabale, write your sabi for 2024, what you want to do for Nigeria. They did right. But guess what? They also moved motion to extend the life of 2023 budget to 2024. 2023 supplementary budget to 2024. The 2024 budgets, they had 3 budgets operating as at March 2024. By the time they got to May 2024, they started asking for another supplementary budget. That means the budget Tinubu wrote himself in 2023 as 2024 budget was not enough. Before they got to the middle of 2024, they already written another supplementary to back up the 2024 budget, making it four budgets, a country running four budgets. It has never happened before. But they continue to say he's accountant, he's a juggernaut, he's his economic reform is working, he's turning around. All lies. They are getting more money now. Local government is collecting more money now. States are collecting more money now after devaluing the currency of the country by over 1,500%. They devalued Nigeria currency by over 1,500. That's how that naira became trash because of him. But yeah, show us waiting that they use the money for now. Ministries, what are you? All these billions, trillions they budgeted for you. Ministry of Work. How come with all this budgetary allocation, what happened to all these roads? That road, that contract there, this one there. And that one said, well, it is true that they budgeted these trillions for me. The total amount of money I received in 2025 is this amount. What are you talking about? Because in 2025, they had about 6 budgets they are operating. They didn't close 2023 budget, 2023 supplementary budget until 2025. So you can't even ask them and say, you Ministry of Finance, how much did you collect from the 2024 budget? They will tell you that, I don't know, because we started collecting some money in 2023. And okay, I don't, they created that confusion intentionally. The Ministry of Health just dropped a bombshell that they have not really been given anything other than payment of salaries and all that, releasing allocation to them to go and do any major, improvements and all that on the infrastructures and all that. Healthcare. Now take a look at this in 2016, right? Nigeria budgeted 28.7 billion naira for health, but that's under Jonathan Abi. The Nigeria Ministry of Health received 15.2 billion. That's 53% of the money they budgeted for them. In 2017, sorry, that was the Bukwari's time rather. In 2017, 51.3 billion was budgeted for health. 33.3 billion was released. That's 65% performance. In 2018, 71.1 billion naira was budgeted for health. 42.6 billion was released. That's 60%. In 2019, was 46 billion budgeted, 25 released, 55%. In 2020, during COVID, 50% of the budget was released. 2021, 70% of their budget. 2022, 45%. 2023, 30%. That's Tinubu's time. 2024, 15%. Tinubu budgeted 434.8 billion naira in 2024 for health. They released 65 billion, which was used to pay salaries and all of that. Nothing major happened. 15% performance. For 2025, God damn it, man. And that's what I mean by decision of government. Policies of government affect millions of lives. Many lives that you can't even imagine in every part of the country. But these criminals knows that the people they are leading are so not really that intelligent, or what should I put it? Like they have managed to put them in the poverty state for so long, right, that they have socially conditioned their mind never to see themselves beyond what they have been given so far. So anything like, oh, they needed good, like people should be fighting for the better thing and all. They say, where are they going to see the example of the good things that they missed? When you miss good things, you have to fight for it and say, no, we used to have to, so let's fight for it. So what would Nigerians use as an example of, oh, we used to? When was that? So the politicians remain in that controlled states, it's controlling states, whereby they have the number of their citizens, right, whose the state of poverty have managed to keep them in that conditional state. And in a democracy, you know what they say about foolish people and democracy? Say, democracy, foolish people. You know what they say about that? They say you should, as a person, you should be very, 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 very afraid of the foolish people in large number. It's a serious stuff. Foolish people in large number, they are very dangerous because in a democracy, they can elect a president. You, educated, intelligent, exposed, and all this stuff, you only have one vote in a democracy. You see that vote of the professor, it's not more valuable than the post of, the vote of a Ronuku. You know, Ronuku are very useless people, so you can use them. So when I tell you that, what is the lowest of the lowest rung of the ladder? The sewage dwellers, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the orisers, right? So those are they are the dredge of the society. No matter what they look like in the society, even if they appear to be a little bit above average, don't forget it. Eronuku is the dredge of the society. They are the dredge. So, but in the democracy, the votes of the African Wahala, that brilliant chap, African Wahala, his vote is equivalent to the vote of a Ronuku. Alaye Baje coin anywhere, you know, in Nothing, Olodiabi, Ajagbadi. A Ronuku that is living in that sewage and all that, right? His vote and yours is the same in a democracy. So imagine them in large numbers. We can't depend.
ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa èmi rọ̀ yìí mo gbẹ̀yìn kẹ́ dìbò fún wọn torí báwọn náà lè bá wa ṣe tó láti padà wọlé ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì sí àti mọ̀ pé ìrọ̀rùn ni gbogbo ẹ̀ máa bọ́ sí yàpọ̀ lógún state wa mọ̀ pé ìlú tó jà ní ó ṣe dáadáa fún wa a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá wa ti bẹ́ẹ̀ là ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn náà pé wọ́n ṣe lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ gbogbo ànáwọ́sí wa là ń rí lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà ọlọ́run máa kún wọn lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run máa fún wọn ṣe ọlọ́run á mú wọn nílẹ̀ ìlérí lórúkọ jésù ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa èmi rọ̀ yìí.
ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yìí ọ̀ ń ṣeré ni àbọ̀ ń ṣí èrè.
Gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣí èrè ni. So that Mama is telling everybody that we should all support Tinubu so that when they comes back for second time, everything will be fine. He's going to come and take care of them. And Dapo Abiodun, the governor, he's going to be senator. So let us support them so that when they come back, they can take care of us. And we appreciate everything they have been sending to us. So if you have that person in, let's say, if you have 300,000 of that kind of person in a single state, they can elect a governor. Yeah. And that is why you will see them, they will explain to you why that cup of rice is very, very important right now. It's that thing you are saying, all these things, all these your ideas, they are very good. They are very good ideas. But that's not what we need right now. Yeah, they will be telling you that that's not what we need. Our people need food. Anybody that can give our people food right now, people will listen to them. They are telling you, give us food. All these ideas, all these things you are talking, all this phone, all this grammar, all these plans, they sound good, but alaye, that's not what we need right now. Now there you go, no say your education is God bless you, but education is waste by. To meet people that you can tell that man they are irredeemable. You know if you save these people. You have never found yourself in that state, yeah? I have. But that didn't kind of like dissuade me from still want to use my little voice to remind everybody that actions have consequences. And until we begin to take responsibilities for our actions, nothing is ever going to change. My voice is so tiny, it's so small, it's not that even big. like those pulpit bandits. Well, I've met people. I told you before that now only one big stout they take by my party chairman when I had the Green Party. Yeah, I was a leader of Green Party in Ogun State then. Yeah, it's crazy time, man. Big stout, Meiji, 2 big stouts. You know that drinks called big stout, Guinness, 2 filled cold one. They carry and give my party chairman, somebody who is running for Senate, our own senatorial candidate in Green Party. Then somebody who is running for Senate, that same seat in PDP. He has an hotel in Abeokuta called the state chairman of my party. He sat down there. They said, Kile Mamu, chairman, Kile Femu. So, that is what you want to drink, chairman. Anything. 5 minutes later, they gave him the first bottle, big stout, Hugh. Then he started calling the candidate of my party, who happened to be the candidate of his own party. The person that he traveled to Abuja to submit our forms, our application and the rest of that to be able to run in that election. He started calling her. When that one didn't pick up, he started sending texts to her that, I don't think you are ready for Senate. And I was like, what is wrong with him? Is he drunk? Of course he was. So he started sending all these strange, stupid texts. So yeah, an hour later, giving him the second bottle. When that one didn't respond, my own party chairman, I'm using me now. So I'm not kind of like always telling you what happened to this or what happened to that. So you get what I mean? My party chairman, Green Party, Ogun State, picked up his phone and he went straight onto the general WhatsApp group of the Ogun State Green Party. That's where you have everybody. It was very big. And he sent a message and he said, tomorrow morning, everybody go and vote for PDP. Chairman, say yeah, we reni. No. She reni. Like, kilo rolling. Because of 2 big stouts. So all these guys have spent all the mobilization and everything. You have to send a text message to people and say, Ola, tomorrow, Otumba K of PDP is our candidate. So don't tell me about people that you meet them and you'll be like, these are hopeless people. It is very convenient, by the way. So some of you probably think Maiyegun just sits down and talks here. You don't know the experience I've had. I've had the first-hand experience with all these people, like real experience. So that's why, I don't know, maybe that's why it is easier for me to, read through them and tell you what I think is going to happen. They are very hopeless, very, very hopeless. No, you're talking about the chairman or about the voters. 2 years, we're educating people, we're mobilizing, we're registering, we're doing all of that. Even our own candidates then, they were doing their own little empowerment. They were milking them. They are asking them for money every now and then. At every turn, they will be begging for money. And those ones were giving them, Ramadan is coming, Ramadan is coming, what are we going to use for Ramadan? All these people that they want to contest election, they are not going to do anything for Ramadan. And now this one want to contest and lead us. I'm not sure these ones are ready. When PDP, already I've been seeing the trucks, PDP rice in trucks, APC rice in trucks. What are you going to give us? That's the way we were running them for 2 years. You have to be feeding them. You have to be giving them something. And you say you won't go help them. On the day of election, 200 naira, you won't buy. A lie. 200 naira. You want our votes. People will be say they do meeting together. When I went to Nigeria, I spoke to some of them in Shagamu. I met them. I did all this. So they sang for me. I danced. Those songs, political songs. I danced with them. We did all of that. I was like, yeah, these people, it's like they're ready. 2 months later, 200 naira, 250, 300 naira. Person will be saying that the chairman of the Shagamu local government, the one that all of them are always together. On the day of election, he was standing there like this. Dupe, what are you doing? You are not going to vote for the Green Party. Oh, Chairman, I cannot waste my vote. What do you mean you cannot waste your vote? Usually, if you vote for us, that's what they will count. And then we can say, okay, we have this. No, Chairman, even if na 500 naira, yeah, you said you should be giving us here on the day of election. So we did not even wait. They no count us. Can you believe that? Yeah. The entire Ogun East senatorial district of Ogun State, the total vote we had there in 2019, I don't think it's up to 300 votes. The people that were following us alone, if you put all of them together, at least they are more than 20,000. I'm not exaggerating. No. When they put all the vote together, 9 local governments, being 6 local governments or so, what 300, to 300. Imagine you going to that Nigeria to say you want to go and help the poor people. You have idea. You are telling them how to. We are going to. You see, let me tell you something. This is how they do it in America. This is how we are going to. They will just be like. By the time you check your wallet, check your bank account, check all those money friends gave you for that election, and you realize that you've spent like maybe 100 million naira. 100 million naira. You can't count your vote. Your total vote if you no reach 800, if you no reach 1,000. Because say me, 100 million naira, 1,000 votes. So how much is all your 100 million naira? That election where you go say 1,000 votes. 1,000 votes. Okay? So I have 10 things that you can easily say people are irredeemable. Because at the same time, they are being bombarded because those who believe that they know them very well, those ones, they appear so heartless and cold because that is the language. Okay, that's the language. Actually, this one is a billionaire, Author Eze. This was during Bokwari's time. He was talking about how Bokwari was doing so great. The Bokwari died. This is Tinubu's sign. And he's there. I'll give you 100 million. Give church money. Give this organization money. And give them 50 million. Give them 20 million. Give them this and that. And all of this money, they are all coming from the milking of the system. Because that's what you call the establishment. Little money, give the churches, social club, schools, this, that. Sure you get, and then begin to pass all these subtle messages like this.
Like somebody like Buhari, after another 4 years, 8 years in presidency, we give Igbos power. Nobody else will do that. Only Buhari. Where do you the power here? Buhari. Oh, Buhari will give us power. We transfer the presidency to Ibama. Because he has conscience. He takes a decision. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. Now, Mr. President, I'm very happy. Somebody like Umeha is a young man who fears God, who think about the poor like yourself. Give him power to rule the people and Nigeria as a whole. I'm very grateful. I salute you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Nuisance, Lele.
It's like the full fools of one of the full fools of the Igbo chapter. He was there making Bokwari's assets and he was getting his own due. He was making his money. He's still making his money. Oil and gas. Now them they sell, and then so now them they obtain the oil rigs, the drilling licenses, and the rest of that. So he's an Ajib, all government in power. But he was selling this Zobo. Once Bokwari finish, he's going to make an Igbo man president. I don't know how old you are or how long you've been following these political stuffs in Nigeria, though, right? This guy was saying this just about 3 years ago. Okay? No, sorry. Maybe 3.5 years now. He was there saying he's met with Bokwari and they've concluded that when that power goes to the south, Bokwari was going to choose one of the Igbos to succeed him. That was when Devulumayi bought, that's how he bought the idea of himself clinching himself with Bokwari and others. He did a lot. At the end of the day, he got nothing until Tinubu came. Now, Tinubu is there right now. Here is Author Eze Just yesterday.
This President Buhari is a Muslim. But God instilled in him to go and look for George, for Christian. Out of 200 million Nigerians, located George. That shows that Tinubu has no boundary. No boundary. If you come to Abuja, you see Wike is Igbo man. You see Omahi is Igbo man, minister. Everywhere, no boundary. All the type of people we want. To lead Nigeria after 80 years, Nigeria will change. It started changing.